Hello, and welcome back to my channel. This is Reality with DVD. I hope you guys can hear me because I cannot find my mic, but I had to come and report on this. It seems that Torey Lanez, famed rapper who is more famous for allegedly or convicted for ooting Megan Thee Stallion in her feet, has been stabbed several times. He was stabbed in his lungs and in his upper stomach area. He is currently in critical condition. Now, there you go on the report on the breaking news. But what I want to talk about is the division that's going on out here in these internet streets. Now, I have seen everything from he shouldn't be in jail anyway. She should be in jail in his place because she lied. What did she lie about exactly? Besides sleeping with that little minuscule leprechaun. Now we all know. I guess y'all don't care about him knocking August Alsina upside his head, I guess, because he's queer. Is that what I'm gathering from this? Because we all know of his violent history. So what's the clue y'all in that he couldn't have possibly shot her in her feet? I mean, we still talking about this as if this man was innocent. His ass is guilty. And whether he was the ooter or not, let's be clear. He had a gun in his possession when he was on papers. Then on top of that, he is not an American citizen. He better be glad he's in an American jail. Now, if something further happens to Mr. Torey Lanez, I will be reporting on it because you all need to know what's going on. But my disappointment lies especially within the black community, because I'm pretty sure white folks don't really know him like that, other than the fact that he messed up this lady's feet like he did. Now, you can clearly see on the videotape that something was being done to her feet. Okay? My question is, what if we do know how bullets pop up off the ground and ricochet, as one of my favorite movies of all time, Ricochet. That's here nor there, but you know what I'm talking about. John Lithgow and Denzel Washington, baby. That movie was everything in the night. Do you hear me? Everything. But that's neither here nor there. The point is, ricocheting can happen. Let's just say the bullet had ricocheted, right? What if it had popped in her chest? Would you believe her then? What if it had popped her in her face? Would you believe her then? I guess not. All this damn misogyny and male-centered minded women type shit going on. I cannot tell you the number of women that I have seen say that just because she lied that she should be in prison right along with. Did she fucking lie on the stand though? Okay, because if she didn't lie on the stand, then that means she's where she's supposed to be performing again. This little motherfucker was a menace to society, and you all know it just as well as I do. I cannot believe the amount of disrespect that we have to endure as African women. Now, I hear all these hotepi type ninjas speaking on what it is to be a black man in America, and these NOI type ninjas and these Hebrew Israelite type ninjas. And it's all misogyny. If we break it on down. The only difference is that the hoteps will say that the black woman is queen, that black woman is God. But everything else, misogyny. Let me break it down for you. If you are a follower, a true follower of Chancellor Williams and John Henry Clark, these were actual, Joseph Johanna. These were actual African scholars. I'm not talking about mullered up and sullied up by religion. I'm talking about true scholars. people who actually study. If you know these things, then you know that the strongest empires in Africa was ran by women. Okay? We do not come from a patriarchal society. Colonization told you that. And if you're supposed to be so against colonization and whatever the white man teaches, then you are surely showing the opposite of that. When you say that white women are feminists and we picked that up from them, no, they picked that up from us. But they were able to carry the torch further because of the lack of melanin in their skin. Don't get it twisted. Don't ever get it twisted. And in the civil rights movement, we didn't follow behind you. We stayed beside you in this fight for equal rights in this country. So y'all quit the bullshit over here. It's nothing that you could say to me ever to make me not acknowledge the contribution of black women to the very fabric of this society, the contribution of black women to hold up African kingdoms when colonization was happening, because black men were hiding up under, tucking their damn tails and running. Ask the Ashanti tribe. Ask the tribes in Ethiopia, the only non-colonized country in Africa. Ask them who was leading the charge to keep all the colonizers out of those non-colonized empires. Men were getting around the round table saying, "Whoa, these are women. These African women. They are too strong. They are too powerful. They are going to drive us in the ground. They're going to end our civilization. Let's pray. Let's join the NOI and become Arabic and practice their religion. Conquer civilizations falling at the feet of Arabics. Right? Civilizations falling at the feet of Christianity and convert because of African men. The civilizations falling at the feet of the Jewish Hebrew religion. Okay? Those was that's many of what was the downfall of these African civilizations. The conversion to these outsiders' religions. Okay? You keep that in mind when you're talking about women and how we just trying to keep a black man down. The fuck? The opposite is what I see. You don't know how to uplift a black woman or a black woman in power at that. Catch that tea. That got me upset. Let me get out here. Look. The main thing about this video is that we don't have any wisdom on what it takes to stick together as a people. Because who you should be backing is the woman whose feet were out up. Not the man who out up her feet. We doing that in reverse. And then a foreigner on top of that, nigga ain't even American. And she's who you blame. Because she's more famous. Because she has more money. And she is in a position of power where he's not. Because he in jail where he's supposed to be. Now, don't get it twisted. Over here, we're going to be fair and balanced. Shout out to Fox News. Which they never are, but they are definitely the opposite of what they say they are. But shout out to Fox News. We're going to be fair and balanced over here. My point is, I don't want anything to happen to Torey Lanez while he's in critical condition. I hope this man pulls through. But we're not going to sit up here and act like that this man is not guilty of the crimes that he committed against Megan Thee Stallion. Let's stop that. I can lie on my cuckoo all the time if I want to. That don't mean, maybe I just don't want to claim every dude I done lay down beside. Huh? Beat it up. Hit it from the back. Every piece of conversation that you have about having relations with a woman has violence in it. Sick. I said I was going to close. Let me close. I just wanted to report on that and the aggravation that I am suffering looking at these reports and the comments about these reports. It's amazing at the number. Amazing. Do you hear me? Amazing and astounding. I am finding myself just very, very disappointed and surprised at how women are reacting to this case. Now, one more thing I want to talk about before I get off here, and I'm going to get off for real. I saw, this was a Caucasian woman. I saw years ago, it was this Caucasian woman that was murdered. She was pregnant by a man who was allegedly in a relationship or about to be married. Now, years had passed, and they didn't think that they would ever find out who took her off the earth. But then they have been studying, and they've done research and DNA, and they're getting closer to the Miller. Put a K in front of it. And being that they're getting closer to the person who did it, they think that it probably was that lover, the person that she was pregnant about. But my point was to say, one conservative woman got in that. This woman is deceased again. Let me say that. A woman, Caucasian woman, got up under the comments. I thought the lady was joking and said, well, she should have kept her legs closed. Putting 0% responsibility on the man that she was pregnant by. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I could not believe the audacity behind what she had said. We gonna victim blame in this country if we don't do nothing else. And the only reason why I said that, I didn't never say Smokey Robinson's accusers was lying. I just said I believe they could have took him. You know what I'm saying? Shake a leg, shake a leg, shake a leg. I never said that that he didn't do it. Because he's quite capable of doing it. Okay? Don't get that twisted. And with that, I'm going to close. Come on in, like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Now remember, this is a report on Torey Lanez. I got off other subjects, but they do relate. Torey Lanez is in critical condition, suffering from several stab wounds to the lung and upper stomach. As reports come in, I will keep you all posted. Just come to my channel, subscribe to my channel, and when you hit the notification bell button, when breaking news hits my channel, you will be notified. And as I do when I close, I'm going to chunk them up. Deuces.